it's the Suns to start out. Now look at Memphis's starting group. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the point. Now here's Booker, 6 to shoot. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Booker's got the opening basket of the game for the Suns. Well, we've got a marquee matchup here tonight, don't we, Brent, with two of the top teams in the league set to go at it.
Yeah, this is one where you might put your phone on vibrate, turn the lights down a little bit, go ahead and have dinner early, because this one is going to be a great matchup, and you don't want to miss a play.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack, and where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Now here's Durant. Durant with a screen on Bain. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Booker's got 5.
Of the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Morant finds Jackson. Back to Morant. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. It's a 3-point game. Good ball movement here by the Suns. On the wing, Booker. Back to KD. The 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And this kind of distribution is something that Devin Booker is only going to improve upon.
Man, Devin Booker is a true shooter. A walking bucket, always ready to let it fly.
Oh!
Wait.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. He told me they have to lean on their post game tonight. He wants them to get the ball into the block each time down the floor and pound those guys inside. Sounds like this could be a real physical battle, Kevin. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Morant. Oh, yeah!
Yeah, I'm amazed at Morant's ability to take contact and still stay in full control.
The pass to Okogie. Kicks it to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Now the dish to Paul. Ayton sets the pick for Paul. Phoenix needs to get off his shot. And it's Ayton missing.
Yeah, can't see why he missed that one there. The D's close, but like plenty of room.
Durant. That shot is off. The Suns go the other way with it. Booker outside. Passes it to Paul. Outside for KD. And a little luck that time, but it drops. That's 7 points for Kevin Durant.
KD decisive that time, wasting no time, rises up and fires.
And the Grizzlies call their first time out of the game. Here's Morant. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Outside for Jackson. Basket good.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time in Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Out to Brooks. Three-pointer. Traps in the tray.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
Paul, no one around him, and it's off from three-point range. Morant against Paul. Morant left side. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Who's the best young catalyst in the game? Some people will say Doncic, some will say Trae Young, and some might even say Ja Morant.
Booker the pass to Okogie. Jackson against Durant. He dishes it to Booker. And it's good. The time running down in the shot clock. Booker's got 7.
Yeah, there's no stress in Devin Booker's game. Shot clock winding down. He gets it.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for the Suns. He got into double.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Phoenix.
They've looked to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Jackson in the corner. Out to Brooks. Outside, Bain. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Paul passes to Durant. And KD throws it down.
Yeah, going to be tough for the defense to find a way to slow down KD. If he stays aggressive, it's going to be a big night.
Well, Brent, Chris Paul is undoubtedly one of the smartest players in the NBA.
And that's why he's been able to maintain such a high level of play for so long. As one of his teammates said, he has an IQ that's going to keep him on the floor until he's 50.
Bangs home the trifecta.
Well, anytime that somebody scores, Devin Booker's the first option. He comes back and drills that one.
Morant kicks to Bain. Brooks against Paul. Back to Bain. Brooks outside. Here's the 3. And it's Durant with the rebound.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Booker left side. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. Pass to Okogie. Lets the 3 fly. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Timeout called the Grizzlies. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Morant kicks to Jackson. Dishes it to Brooks. From past the arc. Drills it from outside. Brooks has got 6 points.
Oh, spacing the floor. Brooks is comfortable shooting it from deep.
Ball against Morant. Booker left side. Outside Durant. Paul looking over the floor. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Uh-oh, they might have woken up that range from Chris Paul. He's capable from there.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Brooks dishes to Adams. It's good.
The power of Steven Adams, able to finish through contact, plus he's rewarded with the trip now to the free throw line.
Memphis shooting their first free throw of the contest.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
2 minutes remaining in the
Clock at 6. It's Morant with the drive.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Paul kicks to KD. Ayton in the corner. The pass to Paul. Brooks against Durant. Another three for Phoenix.
And just from deep range, KD can bury you.
And you know, for proof of what Morant's done for the Memphis franchise, look at the offensive numbers. Grizzlies have made huge steps forward every year.
Morant passes to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Outside for KD. There's the three. Shot clock reset for Phoenix. KD on the wing. And he drives in. Count the bucket. And he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And he has gotten stronger. Durant's been able to do this with more regularity. Powers through for the bucket. Gets a chance to tack on another point at the free throw line.
The Grizzlies trail by 6. Morant passes to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Off target from three-point range. 3-second difference between shot clock and game. Morant with the steal. Drives to the hoop, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
And you're just asking to get burned when you give Morant a lane, using that speed to his advantage.
Here's KD, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to have
the previous play
signaling they are going to review the tape.
Yeah, that's a tough call there with the naked eye. Fortunately, the league's replay center able to slow it down, zoom in, and check all the angles.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after.
That's the end of the first half with the score. Your Suns, 34. The Grizzlies.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
And the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Yeah, he keeps tracking down those spots behind the three-point line and finding some open opportunities.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Brandon Clark is out there with Williams. Then it's Jones. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Tillman in at the center, locking down the middle. And Biyombo has it in the corner. A three-pointer off the mark.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Driving in. Kennard kicks to Jones. Clark outside. Pass to Tillman for the lead. And it's Paisley with the rebound.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Brent, the lead up to the 2019 draft was an interesting time for Darius Paisley.
Yeah, here's one of those players who opted out of going to college and ended up working for a shoe company prior to going to the draft a year before. Talked about going the G League route, but trained on his own, got himself ready. And he's showing some steady improvement here.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Right side Jones. Pass to Kennard. Tries it from the top of the key, and that one is good. Kennard's got 4 points this quarter.
And Kennard has ways where he can go to score the basketball. Nice move.
Payne finds Biyombo, and then Biyombo with the dunk.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, gotta chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam. See some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Ross with a wide open look, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
And Payne just playing eyes-up basketball, seeing that opportunity.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Jones dishes to Clark. Pass to Kennard. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kennard's got 7.
Now, what a great option he gives them on every possession.
Ross against Kennard. There's a screen. Payne gets a wide open look. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. And it's Williams with the ball for Memphis. Clark right side. The pass to Tillman. Back to Clark. Memphis moving that ball around. Tillman's shot is off. Phoenix has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
Up to Payne, 4 on the clock. And contact on the shot, so he'll... And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original.
The previous play
Can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Catching up on the changes for Phoenix. Andre Ayton's checked in for Biyombo. Kevin Durant comes in for Baszler. Okogie's checked in for Warren. And it's Booker in for Terrence Ross. Out to Brooks. Back to Payne. There's the dish to Jackson. Intercepted. Pass to KD. From downtown. Sinks the three-pointer. KD's got 21 in the game.
Love to watch KD out in transition. Puts a little flair on the finish.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
And the Suns making a change here. Paul's checked in. Out to Morant. And they double up Morant. And a wide open look for Payne. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Payne's got 8 points.
High-level passer, even for a point guard. Morant shows the imagination.
Kicks it out to Booker. Morant with the steal. Down low, here's Jackson. 2 points, that one goes. He's got 9.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. There's 42 seconds left in the third.
Ladies and gentlemen,
outside for Durant. This is it to Booker. Ayton sets the pick for Booker. The fadeaway doesn't go that time. Now the Grizzlies take it the other way. Outside Jackson. Brooks outside. Morant right side. Five to shoot. And they double up Morant. Bane, he trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Bane's got the lead up to 1 now for Memphis.
Resourceful move there. That was not an easy one to convert.
No, showing off a little bit on that one. That's a play when your coach goes.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. Memphis out in front, leading by a point. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton, and it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Here's Morant, and he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Well, Morant is certainly making his presence felt on offense. He's in total attack mode.
Booker the pass to KD. Back to Booker. There's the triple. That's good, and it's KD with the assist. Durant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
Bane passes to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Paul outside. Pass to Okogie. Back to Paul. Now the pass to Okogie. He kicks to Durant. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Not fair of a coach to send out one defender against Kevin Durant, skilled at fighting through whatever challenges the D wants to throw at him.
And Adams with the slam.
And you have to prevent him from getting to the paint, unless you want to see a highlight.
Moran finds Jackson. Out to Brooks. Paul against Bane. Jackson from long range. Booker pulls it in. And so Booker will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Kicks it out to Paul. KD on the wing. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He's a guy that lives for a big moment like that. Great focus and courage in the clutch.
Outside Jackson. On the wing, Brooks. Defended by Durant. Payne for 3. Left side Jackson. Jacks up a 3. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Morant against Paul. KD on the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Back to Paul. And he gets the bucket. And the Suns lead by 2.
And that is why Chris Paul has the ball in his hands. Delivered.
Morant against Paul. Durant with the steal. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. No one covering.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And you're just not going to see him do that very often. Usually when he rises up, there's a guarantee it's going down.
And so they foul intentionally. Now a timeout called by Memphis. They're trailing by 5. There's 1:17 left in the fourth. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin. Well, Taylor Jenkins just reviewed his plan with his team. He told them, look, guys, we're running out of time. If we're going to make a move, it's got to be now. Are you guys ready to make a move? They all nodded, and he said, then go take it, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And it's Ayton missing.
Well, that mid-range J usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Outside Jackson. Outside Bain. Up top Morant. And there's the drive. And foul on the shot. So the coach's challenge has been issued. A team like this, out of the wire, this is what it's for.
And this is the time now where the officials can review
The previous play is under
the
review.
original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get an...
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
How fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now you're in a great position thanks to those clutch free throws. One possession game now.
Ball passes to Okogie. It's Durant on the wing. Back to Booker. Over Bain. Phoenix, no good that time either.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
Now, this is all from the perimeter and outside the arc here.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You pretty much bank on these.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Booker's so relaxed under pressure, and this is who the team wants at the free throw line in these moments. That last one was a difference maker. It pushed it from a 2-point lead to 3.
Good on the first, and that brings them within 2 here.
The confidence Morant has in himself is impressive. He brushes pressure off like it's nothing.
Poked loose. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And he is unable to get the second one.
Oh, and another opportunity for DeAndre Ayton to step to the line and show some growth. Will he be confident knocking these down?
And so it's Phoenix who's straight by with thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks.
court. So you don't expect a lot of mistakes or sloppy play tonight.
Yeah, definitely a lot of experience on the floor, so teams will play the right way. These guys know exactly what they're doing. If both squads can keep things tight, we could be in for a very competitive game.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Ivica Zubac's out there with Robert Covington. And it's Westbrook in at the one. And he gets that one.
Well, the defense always so attentive to Russ, and he knows, okay, you're going to send defensive attention my way. I will find an open teammate.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. Clippers on D. Outside Paul. 4-3. It doesn't go for him. And Los Angeles the other way now. Westbrook, the pass to Leonard. Launches a three. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. There you go. He's a monster at the rim.
So athletic. Obviously, he plays on the attack.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Now here's Booker. Back to Paul. Pass to Durant. Suns keep it alive. Ayton passes to Durant. Shot clock at 2. Driving to the basket.
Well, this is exactly how you want to attack the defense. Kevin Durant accepting the punishment, but refuses to be denied.
Westbrook finds George. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter.
Oh, my God. That was impressive. How many guys can flush it like this man?
Not many, that's for sure. He can really fly.
He's a force. I mean, it gets a lot easier when you face little to no resistance.
Now here's Durant. 6 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Zubac. The Clippers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Kicks it to George. Lets it go from the wing. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. George has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Well, just pretty form, right? Paul George, effortless as a scorer.
Ayton with a screen. Durant for 3. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers in the lead.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
And the Suns call time here. Phoenix has gone 0 for 2 from outside. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
Well, you cannot let Kevin Durant have that much room to take off. This guy is tremendous as an alley-oop finisher.
Leonard against Durant. Leonard passes to Westbrook. Out to Leonard. The 3 ball. Phoenix grabs the miss. Durant inside. Covered by Covington. Nice shot by Durant. Durant's got 8 points.
Well, Josh Okogie sees somebody working in space and puts the ball on time and on target.
Pass to Zubac. Covington with it. Now here's Westbrook. Out to Covington. From the low block. Again, the Clippers score.
This is about perseverance and passion. Robert Covington refuses to be denied.
Booker, the pass to Paul. Ayton, a screen on Westbrook. Back to Booker. Tries a spin move from behind the arc. And no good. And Los Angeles the other way now. And George with the jam.
We know this about Robert Covington. He is a team man first and foremost. Pretty pass.
Here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. Westbrook against Paul. And he converts the layup.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the three ball.
Leonard left side. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 6.
Well, the offensive effort pays off for Kawhi Leonard. Right now, getting the defense into the mid-range area and then rise and fire.
And
Fans, please give a big round of applause.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, what do you think so far on the offensive approach for Los Angeles?
Well, they found their offensive openings in the mid-range, and they continue to find ways to open up those jump shot opportunities.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Josh Okogie is out there with Kevin Durant, and it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Now here's Westbrook. Leonard outside. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
And so he hits both. Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
B.A., I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive a defensive force as we have seen.
Now here's Ayton. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him.
Night after night, game after game, Chris Paul understands where to put the ball and when. Nicely done.
George against Booker. George passes to Covington. Back to George. Paul against Westbrook. Out to Covington. Lets the 3 fly. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
This is the prototypical 3-and-D man, Robert Covington from deep. Yes, sir.
Outside Booker. Shoots over George. Booker can't get it to go.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Kicks it to George. For 3, Covington. He drops it from range. Covington's got 6 in the quarter.
Robert Covington has put in the time to make himself a long-distance threat.
Out left to the wing. Ball finds Ayton. It's good. The assist that time from Paul. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Covington, a screen on Durant. Leonard, right side. Here's Zubac. Whoop, there's the shot clock violation. So they'll turn it over. Well, you ask any team executive, they're all looking for the next Giannis. The problem is there aren't many like Giannis.
That is so true, B.A. Good luck with that, team executives. But reality, look, with the way the NBA game has evolved, positionless basketball is what it's all about. You combine that with size, skill, and talent. That's a dangerous combination, and that's what every team needs.
And Paul gets it to go.
Working inside, Chris Paul has the ability to outsmart the opposition and makes himself a good shot opportunity.
Leonard against Durant. Leonard passes to George. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Westbrook against Paul. Outside Durant. And that's an intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
First team foul.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Pass to Durant from outside the arc. On the wing, Durant. Booker against Westbrook. And here's Ayton. Clock at 6. Goes back up.
Well, the focus of Covington on the defensive end, long, athletic, dialed into his opponent, so good at contesting shots.
It's George on the wing. It's good. And the assist that time from Leonard. George has got 9 points.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Westbrook, the pass to Zubac. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got his 4th rebound in this one. Right side Durant. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
That free throw misses.
There seems to me to be a quiet toughness to Kevin Durant. This is a guy who makes his own decisions, shuts out the noise, and is willing to embrace change.
3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And so they foul intentionally.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 21 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Leonard. He's got 11. 6 to shoot. And there's another one for the Clippers.
One of those nights where Kawhi Leonard just decides, I'm going to take over.
Durant, no good.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
Thanks, Allie. After the... Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Checking out the group for Ty Lue to start the second half. Marcus Morris out there with Mason Plumlee. Then there's Eric Gordon. Then it's Norman Powell. And it's Highland in at the point guard. Now here's Gordon. Here's Highland. Inside, Plumlee. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo. The Suns trailing. Well, as far as nicknames go, Terrence Ross being called the human tool. And they want a second opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has been made.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Here's Highland. Right wing. Out to Powell. Out to the right wing. Just 4 to shoot. Plumlee a screen on Payne. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Plumlee, no good. The Suns shooting around 50% of the game so far. Powell against Payne. Left side Warren. There's the drive, and there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Well, strong desire to get on the interior. T.J. Warren attacking with ferocity.
Powell passes to Gordon. Back to Powell. Here's Highland. And here's Gordon from the arc. Pure from three-point range. Gordon's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Pass to Biyombo. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Left side Payne, and here's Warren. Shoots over Powell. Plumlee pulls down the board.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
Now here's Morris. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Here's Highland. The kick out to Morris. Here's Highland from deep. It's hauled in by Baisley. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Ross passes to Payne. Puts up a three. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Not sure why he committed the intentional foul. No purpose.
I think everyone's a little confused, but weird plays happen.
Here's Powell. Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
It's not going to go for him. And Phoenix the other way now. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Baisley. There's a screen. 5 to shoot. Misses the three. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Morris passes to Powell. Ooh, good work defensively by Biyombo. The Suns have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. 1:19 left in the third quarter. To stop the drought. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Well, with that frame, if Bismack Biyombo gets that kind of position, your best bet is to foul him.
And a new group getting ready for the Suns. Durant, he's checked in for Baisley. Okogie comes in for Warren. Devin Booker, he's checked in for Ross. And it's Chris Paul in for Payne. Biyombo high post. Pass to Durant. This one for 3. And now we've got an intentional foul.
First personal foul. 17 foul. At the line for your Suns.
The first one falls.
What you want from a guy who's going to be a defensive specialist is understand your role, be ferocious, and be aggressive. And that's what you get with Bismack Biyombo.
Outside Covington. Fires the 3. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist.
3-point field goal.
Westbrook's got 4 assists in the game.
This is as pure a shooter as there is. You've got to stay connected or it's a problem.
Los Angeles has gone 6 of 9 from 3-point range. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
17 foul.
43 seconds left in the third quarter. Leonard against Durant. George outside. Shot clock at 6. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
There are nights where it's impossible to stop Paul George. He is such a strong guy who knows how to convert through these plays.
Phoenix has got nothing to fall from outside in this third quarter. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. And Paul gets it to go. Paul's got 6 points.
Man, Chris Paul's ability with traffic, with bodies around him to keep his focus and score it, that is special.
And here's George. He takes it in. And the jam by George.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
And so it's Los Angeles in command with a 13th. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop them.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You love the unselfish play.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the center position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Covington. Booker against George. Ayton passes to Paul. Three-pointer. Second chance effort. And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
I'll tell you, when DeAndre Ayton is looking to score, he is a handful. Forces the defense into a compromising situation.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Clock at 6. For three, George knocks it down from distance. And the Clippers lead by 14.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And that one's good. Covington.
Since Covington has arrived in the league, he has come such a long way in his overall game. Great interior work there.
The kick to Durant. Ayton, a screen on Leonard. Here's Durant. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
And both free throws good for Durant.
So 2021 saw the addition of yet another honor to the resume of the great Kevin Durant. A selection to the NBA's 75th anniversary team. I don't think he needed cementing of his legacy, but it's just one more feather in his cap.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take two from the free throw line. Even with all those accomplishments, Durant is just as hungry as ever, Doris.
BA, to me, he's always just in a competition against himself. He simply wants to play the best basketball night after night. Here's a guy who takes tremendous pride in being complete and perfecting his craft.
Durant for three. Westbrook against Paul. Booker for three. Rebound by the Clippers.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Outside Covington. Soft touch off the glass.
Well, I'll tell you this, undrafted out of college, Robert Covington made his way because of his defense, but now understanding I've got to contribute offensively.
George finds Covington. Zubac with it. Back to Covington. Paul with the double. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Their hot shooting from long distance has been the key. Spacing the floor and rising up with that confidence.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Leonard against Durant. Kicks it to George. Jacks up a three. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. George has got 13 in the second half. Outside Paul. They need this. Pass to Durant. And stolen by Covington. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, I think he's letting his emotions get the better of him on that foul.
Paul against Westbrook. Now Leonard. 6 on the shot clock. George outside. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
And what a complete performance we saw from them. A dominant win in every way for the Clippers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Greg.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
George against Booker. Outside Covington. The 3. And Ayton pulls it down. The Suns have gotten only 1 of 5 to fall here in the 4th. Outside Durant. Pass to Paul. Back to Durant. Ayton with a screen. And he's going for the oop here. Up high and down it goes on the lob.
What a connection DeAndre Ayton has with his guys. Great timing on the alley-oop.
Booker against George. Leonard outside. Stolen by Booker. Zubac with the steal. Now George. Launches it. So no problem for the Clippers as they... Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
know something about that. Who did you, when you played, love to face and play against?
Well, two of the guys that come to mind right offhand as far as backcourt players was Michael Jordan and Penny Hardaway. Love facing those guys. And then at the end of my career, I love watching Allen Iverson, not guarding him.
Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the 1 spot. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. Lets it fly, and it's Leonard missing.
Missing that one helps out all the analytical guys from the mid-range.
Morant kicks to Adams. Passes to Jackson. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Bane looking around. Here's Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bane read the defense perfectly.
Here's George. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rag. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
Now here's Morant. Shoots over Leonard. Jackson dishes to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Morant with this screen on Westbrook. Bane, no good. For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
And here's Morant after Paul George getting his 3 to go. Jackson misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Westbrook passes to Covington. And the rejection by Jackson. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Leonard against Morant. And a wide open look for Bane. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
Quick decision making of Desmond Bane, not wasting any time going up with his shot.
Here's Westbrook. Takes it out to Leonard. Over in the corner, Zubac. Back to Leonard. Fires from deep. And another 3 for the Clippers.
Once a weakness, Leonard's three-point shot is now a strength, a sharp weapon in his arsenal.
Adams against Zubac. 3-pointer, Brooks. Here's Adams. Out to Morant. Takes a 3. And the 3 ball is good. Morant's got 5 now.
You like how Adams surveys the whole floor, allowing him to spot the wide open man.
Here's Westbrook, and Westbrook throws it down hard.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Jackson, that's good.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Now Brooks, Paul George missing from long range. So they take the lead. He's got 6.
Impressive accuracy of Desmond Bane. He has put in the work to be a reliable three-point option.
Takes it out to Leonard. The tray. The rebound by Steven Adams. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant with it. Now Covington defending. Out outside for Jackson. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Los Angeles.
Woo, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Covington passes to George. Stolen by George. Leonard on the wing. Back to George. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And he deserves a lot of credit for what he was able to do at the line last year. 86% from the stripe.
And the technical free throw is good.
You know, no one produces like Paul George does. He elevates your team's abilities in any situation. This is who you want leading that play. A sure passer with great awareness.
Adams with the screen on Leonard. Up top, Morant shoots over Leonard. It's a tie game in Memphis. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Grizzlies, what do you guys think?
Throughout the first quarter, they did a great job of just running the offense.
Credit the game plan coming in. They've identified the right matchups, and the execution is there.
Taking a look at Los Angeles. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Robert Covington out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Now here's Adams. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Bain kicks to Morant. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jackson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
He's so consistent and efficient. Jaren's one of those guys who should always shoot for a high percentage.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
He was able to simply lay it in over the top of the smaller man.
For Los Angeles, they have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players.
Brooks with no one around. A three-pointer, no good.
Defensively, it's hard to account for everything. They gambled off him, and it worked.
Covington setting the pick for Leonard. Right side, George. Pass to Covington. Back to George. Goes up from the top of the key. No good off the back of the rim. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit. To battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive will. Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
Now here's Morant. 5 points in the game. Brooks up on top. Bain with it. Morant outside. A 17-footer. That one's not going to go. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Driving to the basket. And then Morant slams it in.
As creative as they come, John Morant has a style that's specifically his.
To the inside, George. And George with the stuff. Guys, 7 times the lead has changed hands here now.
Yeah, and that number should easily top double figures before it's over.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Brooks for 3. And it's rebounded by Covington. Covington's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And the pass to Zubac. And in the last decade, defenses switching on screens has increased dramatically. Is this the new normal, you think?
Kevin, I think so. I think teams that switch well tend to defend well because switching can create mismatches, but it's harder to punish those now with all the help defense.
Masterful execution. Kawhi just has a sense for when to shoot the mid-range.
And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second team foul.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Brooks finds Morant. Adams with it. Just 4 to shoot. Jackson passes to Bain. Here's Adams. And the rejection by Zubac. On the wing, Bain. Here's Morant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
For me, it's all about playing downhill. They've been making it look easy to find penetration in this one, attacking the lanes and forcing the issue with the D.
And the other thing I've been impressed with, guys, is their assertiveness at attacking the paint, trying to hunt for those high percentage looks.
What concentration from Kawhi Leonard, rising up and firing it.
Covington against Jackson. Here's Brooks. Back to Jackson. Shoots over Covington. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Jackson.
Love the shot selection Jaren Jackson has, especially from the interior. It's why he's so efficient.
And it's Desmond Bain with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Westbrook against Morant. Kicks it out to Leonard. And it's blocked by Adams.
That's the length of Adams, but also the good instincts defensively.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Really left alone that time. George has got the lead up to 4 now for the Clippers.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Kennard setting the pick for Jones. Clark outside. And he can't jam it through. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Clippers lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
You know, just knocking out open shots, my ball handle.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You look at Paul George in this game, guys. He's been everywhere.
Definitely been challenging the defense here early on, not settling for anything outside.
He's been very effective on the move, forcing the action, getting to his spots, and finishing plays.
We've got Luke Kennard. He's out there with Tyus Jones. Williams is out there with Clark. And it's Tillman into the power forward position. And that's the group for Taylor Jenkins as we begin the second half. Smitty, you can tell Norman Powell has worked very hard at his game.
You know, he just wants to excel at whatever assignment he's given. Kevin, he once said, I've been in every single role on a team, from bench guy to starter, so he knows how to give you value anywhere on the floor.
Here's Jones, following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Kennard kicks to Williams. Plumlee with the rebound. Clippers leading by 6. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And the foul called on Brandon Clark. That's his first foul. On defense, Memphis. Here's Highland. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. And it's Williams with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. 6-point game. Pass to Kennard. A 3-ball. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Now Powell. And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That's his first foul. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Here's Powell going inside. Now the Clippers trading last season for Norman Powell. And as they say, Greg, the rich get richer.
Yeah, an excellent two-way player. Their wing depth becoming the envy of the league. And he's just coming into his prime. So he fits the timeline of their star.
You know, every team is looking for guys like Norman Powell, an explosive athlete who is relentless, and he can shoot the ball.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Yeah, defensively, your mantra at this point has to be no easy buckets.
Now here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Passes it to Tillman. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Kennard against Gordon. Now, here's Kennard. He's tightly guarded. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Three-pointer. Powell pulls it in.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
It's stolen by Jones. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. Powell with the steal. And here we go with Morris running it up the court. Highland misses. The Grizzlies trail by 6. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Here's Clark. Back to Kennard. The kick out to Williams. And another miss by Memphis. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And the foul called on Xavier Tillman. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Highland. Third quarter of basketball here, and just a little under 3.5 minutes gone by.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic. We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
And the Clippers call time here. And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. .125 left to play in the third. Jones, the pass to Kennard. Lets it go from deep. Hits the three-point bomb. Kennard's got 5. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old. One of the cases where height fails to tell you the whole story.
To end the drought, and it's George finishing it off.
Yet another one for Paul George. He can pile up points without wasting possessions.
Jones dishes to Williams. In the corner, Kennard with it. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
George against Kennard. The kick out to Westbrook. Back to Leonard. Shot clock at 6. It's Clark with the rebound.
I'll tell you what, I think he thought that was going in. I sure did.
Kennard finds Clark. Kicks it out to Jones. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Just 4 seconds left in the third. And the rejection by Jackson. It's a tie game in Memphis. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Very unselfish. If you appreciate teamwork, this is the kind of play that will get you up out of your seat.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. So for the Clippers right now, the wing pairing, George and Leonard. Ivica Zubac is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points for the chance for another one at the stripe. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Memphis.
It's easy for me. Look at their defensive effort all game. The block total shows their commitment to contesting shots.
And another thing they did well was just keep the effort up offensively. Lots of boards leading to extra opportunities, which they converted.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Okay, David, thanks. Adams, the pass to Morant. It's Payne atop the key. On the wing, Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Payne. A second chance effort. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The free throw drops for Jackson.
And part of the Grizzlies' breakout 21-22 campaign, the emergence of Jaren Jackson Jr.
Triple J, GA, missed most of the 2021 season with a knee injury he sustained in the bubble. When he was back at 100% for the Grizz, he provided serious rim protection, plus the ability to hit a three.
Now here's Westbrook to the middle. Here's George. Gets the bucket and the foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
And the focus Paul George has. Outstanding job finding a way to score on physical defense. For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Leonard against Morant, and finished up by Morant.
This guy is exciting to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
Westbrook, and the dunk by Westbrook.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
It's a tight contest. Those type of plays can fire up your team and swing momentum.
And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Covington setting the pick for Leonard. The kick out to Westbrook. Leonard looking over the floor. Back to Westbrook. Bulls from the top of the key, and it's the Clippers scoring again.
He lives for moments like this because he wants to be the guy to hit the clutch shot.
Morant dishes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Westbrook passes to Leonard. Off on the layup. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Morant with it. Now Covington defending. Back to Morant. Kicks it to Brooks. Kicks to Morant. Covington with the steal. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Westbrook's got the ball. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Can't help but love the way Leonard plays the game. Stone-faced assassin.
That one drops. He ties it up.
Getting it done at the line as he usually does. And that could be huge in a tight game like this one.
Leonard against Morant. Bain with the screen on Leonard. Morant passes to Bain. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that gives them the lead.
At the free throw line, Paul George is usually very consistent. He just can't let the stakes get inside his head. Cool under pressure. Terrific job nailing those 2 free throws there.
Now here's Morant to the paint. Here's Adams out to Morant. Brooks the pass to Morant. And finished up by Morant.
This is why he has the ball. Ja Morant, he loves to deliver in these moments.
Zubac finds Westbrook. Outside for George. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Good!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
Jackson setting the pick here for Morant. Off target with his 3. Outside Leonard. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Wants to get it to Zubac, and does. And they go to the intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really want. He's got one more, though. And the second of 2 is good. That makes it a 3-point lead. Timeout called, the Grizzlies. They're down by 3. 23 seconds left to play here in the fourth. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Jackson a screen on Leonard. Morant with a wide open look. And again, Memphis no good. Leonard attacking. Yes!
We're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Payne for 3. Can't connect. And so Los Angeles takes the win. This was all right, David. Thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
It should be a physical one tonight, Grant, particularly on the glass.
Yeah, bring your hard hat. This is going to be a physical game indeed. Both sides are used to generating extra possessions with their rebounding, so I'm curious to see which club wins that battle.
So let's take a look at the Phoenix Suns starting lineup. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Kevin Durant is out there with Josh Okogie, and it's Ayton in at the 5, down low. Booker can't get it to go.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
And then Morant with the jam!
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
Pass to Ayton. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
And that one's good for Brooks.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It makes a difference for them if he can establish his three-point shot as a weapon.
And stolen by Morant. And the Grizzlies pushing it up now. And again, it's Memphis with a 3.
With elite speed and quickness, Morant continues to be ferocious on those fast breaks. What a job Monty Williams has done in his time with the Phoenix Suns. Hats off to the talent that he's been able to bring in and develop. And that's the way he's created a winning culture.
Now here's Paul. Clock at 4. Durant's shot is off. And they've been producing at a high level.
No question. They're in a nice rhythm offensively.
Jackson, the pass to Bane. That's tipped. Paul with it. Guarded by Morant. Durant. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And this is what Paul is known for. He is a shrewd distributor with a pass-first mentality.
And the Grizzlies call time here. And so it's Memphis with it. 4-point game. Boy, Richard, you really can't say enough about what Monty Williams has done with this Phoenix team.
Struggled in his first year, but we gave him a break for that. Immaculate seasons the last 2 years, becoming a Western Conference juggernaut.
For Phoenix, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he banks in the layup.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Morant with the slam!
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Outside Paul. There's the triple. Grizzlies with the rebound. Outside Bane. Adams with the ball. Durant covering. Jackson, pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. Pass to Adams. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Adams. Now Morant.
Defensively, Ayton's always had the size and length. Where he's really improved is with the angles he takes to the ball. And the move that really shook up the NBA world. I mean, Kevin Durant asking and receiving a trade out of Brooklyn. Now, with this team, he makes them a title favorite overnight.
Outside Paul. Fires from deep. The rebound by Jackson.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
The strength of Adams is incredible. Able to finish off shots despite getting hit on the way up.
And that one misses. In 2013, Steven Adams was selected 12th overall by OKC, the first rounder born in New Zealand.
Yeah, B.A. I mean, Adams is blazing a new trail. An example for kids in his home island of New Zealand. You too can become an NBA player.
This is how smart Durant is. Able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
The kick out to Paul. On the wing, Durant. Defended by Jackson. Ayton, a screen on Jackson. To the middle. Ayton, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 7 of 9, a solid percentage so far. Kicks it out to Jackson. Another shot. No good that time. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Durant. Fires the three. Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Durant's got 9 points.
The confidence that Durant has in his three-point shot is something special. He doesn't doubt his selections at all.
Memphis has gone 3 of 3 from outside and looking sharp here in the first. Here's Morant. And Ayton pulls it down. Pass to Durant. The scoring is fast and furious as we end the first. Grizzlies out in front. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an infinite.
Oh, throw it down! Wow!
He gets a lot of defensive attention from Morant. He can expect this type of rough scene anytime he takes it inside.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Jackson, a pass to Morant. The three is up. He can't hit that time. Ooh, Durant with some nice D. Here's Okogie. Brooks defending. Durant with a screen on Bane. Down low. And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist by Booker. 11 points in the game. You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
Durant against Jackson. Durant has the open look. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Just maybe the best scoring forward of all time, and by maybe I mean he is. Yet again, it's Durant with a big night.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Durant against Jackson. Ayton inside. Here's a three from Paul. Sinks the tray. Paul's got 5 now.
I love how fast Paul makes these decisions. His basketball IQ is simply sensational.
All right, now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis has gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Pass to Adams. Now here's Brooks. Buries it from 3. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Ayton, a screen on Jackson. Back to Ayton. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Morant against Paul. Back to Morant. Well, we talk about the critical importance of the wing position, RJ. From the time you played, how do you think that position has evolved?
Well, when you talk about positionless basketball, it really falls on the forwards. You want them to have more responsibilities. You want them to be able to guard 1 through 5. You want to be able to run your offense through them. So the wings in positionless basketball have a lot more responsibility.
Jackson, the pass to Adams. Outside Morant. Into the lane. Oh, my goodness! Throw it down!
Come on!
And when Morant takes off towards the basket, look, you're already done. You've already lost because that's how he makes his living.
Outside Booker. The kick to Durant. There's the three. Another three for Phoenix.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's rolling around the perimeter ready to fire. Every night, John Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Well, you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
For three, Durant. He can't get that one to fall. And it's Memphis the other way. Outside Bane. Ooh, excellent D there from Ayton.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Booker for three. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Blink, and that ball is already gone. Booker is ridiculous with the quick release.
Timeout called. Memphis. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
4 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot. And it's Adams missing. The Suns trailing. Paul with it. Checked by Brooks. Brooks against Paul. To the paint. Here's Durant. And it's slammed in by Durant.
I don't care which side of the pick and roll KD is on. He is the threat.
Morant drawing the double team. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Bane finds Adams. Back to Bane. Out to the right wing. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Pass to Booker. Here's Okogie. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
The Suns, 31.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, Kevin Durant has really been making it happen here, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And so in the game for the Suns, they've got Darius Baisley, Cameron Payne out there with Terrence Ross. Then it's Bismack Biyombo, and it's Warren in at small forward.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
Here's Clark with the drive. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. And here's Payne outside, and the three-pointer goes. But with Memphis's 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Kennard can't get it to go. Phoenix has gone 7 of 13 from downtown so far in this game. And here's Payne outside. Another three for Phoenix.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
To the inside. 90 seconds into the second half now. Back to Biyombo. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Timeout called, the Grizzlies. A line change here for Memphis. wing, Durant. Defended by Jackson. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Durant. He's got 21. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Tough one. In a game where every possession is valuable, turnovers can make the difference.
Here's Morant. And then Morant with the jam.
This is what teams try to do with Morant. Get physical, make it difficult, but he just continues to figure it out.
Ayton. The kick to Durant. Money from 17 feet out. Durant's got 23.
This man has entered the zone. Great shooting performance from him all game long.
Timeout call. Memphis. So it's the Grizzlies now. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And when Ayton isn't playing basketball, either the live or video game version, he's often drawing.
Yeah, I mean, he grew up wanting to be an architect. I actually hear that he loves blueprints. But probably his most famous sketch, himself dunking on Joel Embiid his rookie year.
For the lead. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Jackson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. Now Adams. Jackson outside. Brooks outside. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Jackson. Shoots over Durant. And stolen by Durant. And it's tied up with that one.
One of the most accomplished players in the game. Durant's sole focus is to continue contending for titles.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Paul passes to Ayton. Durant against Jackson.
Come get it.
Outside Durant. Clock at 6. Screen by Durant. Booker for 3. Gets the 3 to fall. Booker's got 6.
Gotta be impressed with Booker's basketball IQ. Superb at scoring off of pick and rolls.
Outside Bain. To the wing on the left. Outside for Morant. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Ayton, the screen on Jackson. For 3, Durant. And Ayton with the stuff.
I like how Durant keeps all his options open, kicking the ball to another guy when he doesn't like what the pick and roll gets him.
The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Morant. Morant with the slam!
He'll put you on your heels in a hurry. Morant slicing through the D.
Phoenix calls timeout. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Both Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
52 seconds left in the third quarter here. Pass to Okogie, beyond the arc. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside Morant. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Consistency from deep is going to be the biggest determining factor in Morant's ceiling. If he gets that, I think we're going to see some MVPs in his future.
9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Outside Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Paul. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Paul's got 7 points.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
From deep, Morant. That one no good. And we wrap up the third, and it looks like it's going to be an exciting fourth. And fourth quarter. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Morant, the pass to Adams. Kicks it out to Jackson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Booker. And there's Jackson on the assist from Adams.
Nice play by Jackson Jr., just taking what the defense gives you.
Pass to Aiden. Inside. Moran against Paul. Aiden, a screen on Moran. Paul passes to Booker. Going inside. The shot no good. Moran with a defensive effort. Memphis trailing here. Brooks outside. Knocks down the long J.
And you see the unselfishness from Morant, wanting to share that ball with any open teammate.
To the right side. Adams against Aiden. Down low. Here's Durant. Stolen by Jackson. Moran against Paul. Pass to Jackson. And here's Moran outside. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies. Phoenix calls timeout. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He said, quote, "We are within striking distance. This is where we take over and turn this game into our favor. Let's go get it."
Thank you for that, Allie. Here's Durant. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Don't laugh at me when I say this, but there is too much strength from Kevin Durant. Now with the chance to add one more.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Brooks outside. Moran against Paul. Morant with the bucket. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
So creative with the ball in his hands. Morant is adept at creating offenses for himself.
The kick to Durant. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. Outside Booker. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Up top, Morant. He's guarded by Paul. Jackson outside. Back to Morant. Jackson with a screen on Paul. Kicks it out to Jackson. Takes the 3. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Adams.
Part of passing the rock, it's calculating risk and reward. I don't think that was a great decision.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. On the wing, Durant. Stolen by Jackson. And here's Morant. It's stolen. Okogie on the wing. Hounded by Morant. Pass to Booker. Paul with it. And that's out of bounds. Phoenix will retain possession. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Shot clock at 5. Over to the left wing. Back to Durant. And out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Oh no, that was a huge turnover. That cannot happen at this point in the game.
And that's how you defend. Glad we had a chance to see a replay of that block again.
And this is exactly why he's out here, in order to block shots in tight games like this.
Ball against Moran. Tipped. Pass to Adams. Back to Morant. The three. Durant pulls it in. The Suns trailing, and the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. Up top, Paul, hounded by Morant. The kick to Durant. And it's good. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
ICE. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Morant. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crucial possession right here.
The crowd is on edge.
Pass to Okogie. Here's Ayton. Outside Durant. Ayton with a screen. 6 on the shot clock. Here's a three from Paul. Oh, he drained it from downtown.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
There's Jackson with the three. Fires in the triple.
It's turned into a showdown here. Dueling from distance.
Take that, he says. I see your three, and I'll raise you another three.
Outside Booker. The kick to Durant. Takes a three. Off target from downtown. And so the big win by Memphis. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that's going to do it to...
these two teams take pride in their defense.
No doubt, these are some tough-nosed, gritty, physical defenses, and we're not going to see many easy buckets. Both sides are going to make you work.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with DeAndre Ayton. And it's Okogie in at the 3, the small forward. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And when you look at Paul George, I mean, he's been in the middle of a couple monster trades.
Well, PG exchanged for 2 future All-Stars in Sabonis and Oladipo going to Indy. And then that massive trade to LA, the Thunder got SGA and a boatload of picks. It just shows you how much value Paul George has. And trust me, he's very much valued by the team he's on. Defense is not able to keep up with the speed and really the awareness of Chris Paul that time.
Outside Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Knocks it loose. Durant with the steal. And KD throws it down.
Long arms, quick hands, deadly combination forces that turnover to jumpstart the break.
Leonard against KD. Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. Covington, a screen on Paul. Takes it out to Covington from outside the arc. And it's Durant with the rebound. Leonard against Paul. Outside, KD. For 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Even back at Texas when he was in college, KD would shoot that 3. It would look good the moment it left his hand then. It still does.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Booker. Paul George making his last shot. Booker dishes to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Booker's all-around game is really coming together. Nice play there.
And talking about a franchise that has done a complete 180, look no further than the Phoenix Suns. Before 2021, they hadn't even been to the playoffs in 10 years.
And he's able to get it back. And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they're like a 4-day-old soda right now, just flat. They're missing shots left and right and just not playing their best.
Here's Leonard. Lock at 6. And there's the pass to Covington. Rebound by the Suns. In just 4 seasons, Phoenix Greg went from last in the conference to the best record in the entire NBA. It's been an unbelievable story.
And there's a lot of talent on this team, not to mention a great coach in Monty Williams. The future is bright for this franchise.
Now here's Paul, following the miss by Russell Westbrook. Durant for 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And right now, they're just focused on putting together good possessions.
That's exactly how they got the lead. They ended up having multiple possessions in a row with good quality shots, knocked them down, and the game is fully in their control.
And no doubt, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Now here's Durant. 8 points for him. Leonard with the steal. Here's George. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. George has got 8.
Physically imposing at 6'8", 220. Paul George sturdy enough to take that kind of bump.
Durant inside. He's covered by Leonard. Booker against George. And Booker kicks to Ayton. The Suns need to get a shot off. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get the...
And the Suns call their first time out of the game. Westbrook surveying the D. Leonard with a screen on Booker. George passes to Leonard. Good on the three-point shot.
You give him a nice pass, there's a good chance Kawhi Leonard's going to bury a shot like that.
Paul kicks to Booker. 40 seconds left in the first. 6 on the shot clock. Here's KD. And just miss after miss right now. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 1. Here's George. And he gets the... Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now.
Previous play is under review.
Tell what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow...
The ruling on the floor stands.
And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
And it's tied up with that one.
And George wants to compete for titles, especially considering that he's in the back half of his career. And you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Paul passes to Booker. Inside. And the dunk by Booker.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, it's still a close game. Suns ahead. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from the Suns in this one?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is out there with Durant, and it's Okogie in at the 3. Ayton a screen on George. Booker the pass to Okogie. Stolen by George. It's Westbrook with the drive. That shot no good. Some solid D from Paul. Booker finds Paul. Drills the three-pointers. Paul's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Phoenix. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game is played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4" to 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down to just 2 points on the bucket from Russell Westbrook. Ball outside. Here's Okogie. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Durant with the screen on Covington. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. George against Booker. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. The shot's good from Westbrook.
And you got to pick your poison. Westbrook, if he gets that dribble going, it really helps him in terms of his rhythm, and that opens up the 3-ball.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
Kobe, the pass to Paul. Durant sets a screen for Paul. And they come right back with their own 3-pointer. Paul's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Suns. Westbrook passes to Covington. Back to Westbrook. To the inside. And the dunk by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Westbrook against Paul. There's 1:54 left in the second quarter. Outside Durant. 5 to shoot. Count the basket. 10 points for Kevin Durant.
KD sets up those crossovers as a big 7-footer. He handles the ball so well. And that's a great decision out of a pick-and-roll set. There are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
Ayton, the pass to Okogie. The wide open look for Durant. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And we might be in for a special night. KD getting it going offensively.
Pass to Zubac. Good. Nice assist from Westbrook.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Booker with no one around. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Chris Paul came into the league playing unselfish, continues to do so. What a dime.
And George kicks to Westbrook. Over Paul. Back to George. He gets it in there. George has got 12.
Just tough shots just don't bother Paul George. So smooth with it when he gets into his motion.
Pass to Ayton. KD, that's for 2. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Well, they're trying to take command of this game, but it's been competitive so far.
Yeah, everybody trying to get away from one another, and the threads are keeping them close. This has been highly competitive.
Phoenix shooting their first free throw of the game.
One of the purest scorers the game has ever seen. Durant continues to somehow get better each year.
Paul against Westbrook. Booker right side. Back to Paul. Durant inside. And then Durant with the dunk.
Getting bumped on the drive, Durant still maintains laser-sharp focus, something he's known for.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, David, thank you. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Plumlee out there with Morris. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Paul George. And it's Powell in at the small forward position. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue.
And so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
An efficient score. Norman Powell can fill it up when given the opportunity.
He does score from anywhere on the floor, but it's defensive versatility that I think really helps him because he can match up with smaller guards. He can get underneath bigger wings, and that defense really allows him to stay on the floor to complement the other offensive players that are producing.
Here's Payne. Here's Baisley. Plumlee with the rebound.
He doesn't rack up a lot of blocks. Plumlee is still active on the defensive end to throw off a shooter's rhythm.
George, no good. And so it's Ross. He brings it up for the Suns. The lead is 2. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed in there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Big group substitution here for the Clippers. Plumlee is checked in for Zubac. Morris comes in for Robert Covington. Powell, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. And Gordon subbed in for George. Payne kicks to Ross. And the Suns miss again.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, Phoenix. A 2-point game. Powell and the dunk by Powell.
Not surprised Norman Powell can get up.
Biombo in the post. Working on Plumlee. To the right side. That's good from Payne on the assist from Ross.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Highland. He dishes it to Plumlee. It's Powell on the wing. 6 to shoot. Driving inside. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That ability to shoot is going to give Norman Powell some driving lanes with which he can exploit.
Timeout called. The Suns.
At the line for 2. Timeout called by Phoenix. Fans, let's give a big LA welcome to the Clippers Spirit. Let's get loud right now for your Clippers Spirit FC.
The free throw drops for Powell. Brent, looking back, the Clippers have really put things together over the last decade.
They have injuries have been a factor the past couple of seasons, so they haven't competed at the level certainly that their owner wants to, but they're trying to keep this core group of guys together. And if they do that and they get health, there's a lot of talent there and a lot of guys who've done it on the biggest of stages.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Norman Powell. George against Booker. Here's Durant. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on George.
And never say never, but we might never see another player who combines the length and guard skills of Kevin Durant. He's a player who completely breaks the mold.
Makes it pretty tough on the defense. Who are you going to pick to send to the free throw line? Well, he's hitting the free throws right now. Form looks good.
And the dunk by Zubac.
Nice job by Russell just not forcing anything on that throw.
And when you think about Durant's singularity as a player, Steve Kerr said he's more gifted than Michael Jordan. What do you think of that?
Well, Steve's had a first-hand view coaching KD and playing alongside Jordan. He didn't say greater, but more gifted. I think it's a conversation.
On the wing, George, defended by Booker. Just 3 to shoot. George dishes to Westbrook. Can't hit the turnaround jumper.
Yeah, my expectations were that he was not going to miss that one. He handles that kind of defense, especially on the inside.
Ayton a screen on Westbrook. Ball for 3. Booker against George. Outside for KD. Good D by Covington. The Clippers have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his third personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Paul against Westbrook. Leonard on the wing for the lead. And again, Los Angeles with the triple.
The efficiency of Kawhi Leonard's three-point shooting is pretty exceptional. I mean, he's going to start taking those all night long if he's open.
Outside for Durant. Good, and Paul gets the assist. Paul's got 4 assists in the game.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Yeah, again, you can't take this too far to make it too selfish, but that exchange, that's fun to watch.
A 3 from Leonard. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
I mean, is there another guy in the league who knows when his team needs this kind of lift? Kawhi getting those 3 points right back.
Here's Booker, and the dunk by Booker.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation. Well, not only looking at Paul George get up, look at the guys on the bench loving it from PG.
Booker against George. Booker the pass to Paul. It's Durant on the wing. A shot, no good.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Clippers leading by 3. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Durant is out there with Ayton. And it's Okogie in its small forward. Durant for 3. Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
Yeah, Ayton out there playing poker with the flush.
To the middle. Here's Zubac. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Both of these teams locked in on the offensive end. Going to be a high-scoring affair tonight.
And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. 3-point lead. Here's Westbrook. Leonard with the screen on Booker. This one for 3. 6 on the shot clock. To the left side wing. Buries it down low. Now it's a 5-point Los Angeles lead. Phoenix has gone 7 of 11 from deep tonight, using the three-pointer to their advantage. Booker the pass to KD. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, difficult cover here on the pick and roll as Devin Booker's getting more and more experience playing out and making plays.
Here's George. Lost contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Confidence is sensational, and it feels like no one is going to stop him tonight from scoring.
Durant deciding where to go with it. Pass to Okogie. Durant kicks to Booker. Back to KD. Paul passes to Ayton. And that one, good. And it's 6 points for DeAndre Ayton.
Ayton pouring a foundation there on the inside, just living in the paint.
KD against Leonard. Outside, George. Rejected by Booker. Paul against Westbrook. Left side, KD. That shot off. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Paul. Here's Leonard, takes it inside.
Kawhi playing at his own pace. He can really control the game off the bounce.
Yep, it goes, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Durant.
And he sort of had that look in his eyes. Durant staying cool in a clutch moment.
Outside Leonard. From deep. Kept alive.
And Westbrook just absolutely skying for that offensive rebound.
Suns trail by 6. Over to the wing. Back to Paul. The feed now to Ayton. Kicks it out to Booker. Back to Ayton. Paul outside. Lays it up off the glass.
And just love how Chris Paul steps up and nails crucial baskets. A huge momentum-changing shot there.
There's the pass to Westbrook. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And George, here we go.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Paul kicks to Booker. Out to KD. Pass to Okogie. He takes it in. Fires the 3. Rebounded by Covington. Clippers leading by 6. Leonard inside. Defended by Paul. And that's an intentional foul.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
56 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Westbrook. Outside George. Clock at 4. There's the drive. And George with the stuff.
You're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
They set the pick. And here's KD for 3. Good. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Well, anyone questioning Durant's killer instinct can stop right now. Wow.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Some padding here on the free throw line. Some good work.
And so Ayton will bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Down low. Shoots over Zubats. Westbrook against Paul. Passes it to KD. Beyond the arc. No good that time. So the Clippers with the win. They didn't make it easier. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up.
pretty exceptional. We could see a lot of variations in the lineups out there tonight, Doris.
Yeah, I think that's the luxury of having a quality bench and some versatility. Now, if you're a head coach, you have the opportunity to tinker, mix and match lineups, see what works best, and go from there.
And the starting lineup for the Grizzlies. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. Memphis calls timeout. And here's Memphis. Outside Morant, outside Bain. Jackson outside. Over Covington. That's good from Jackson on the assist from Bain.
This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
Pass to Covington. Over Bain. Can't get it to drop. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Morant with it. Got a piece of it. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer, Brooks. Sinks it from distance.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Last year, the Clippers finishing 8th in the West. However, they missed the playoffs, Doris.
Right, B.A., but keep in mind, they didn't have Kawhi for the entire season. No Paul George for most of the season. In fact, I thought Ty Lue did an incredible coaching job getting that team to the 8th spot. They just went on to lose 2 tough games in the play-in tournament. What we know about Paul George, guys, is he's been a dominant force on both ends of the floor. He's proven he can be a #1 scorer. He has also proven he can guard the opponent's best scorer.
Now here's Adams. Clock at 6. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
You know, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
George passes to Leonard. Adams grabs the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
To the middle. Outside for Moran. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Clippers have gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Westbrook, and that's good. His first bucket of the game.
Well, Russell Westbrook, over the history of his career, has always thrived near the basket. That is beautifully done.
For 3. The Clippers grab the miss.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Covington passes to Zubac. Westbrook outside. Kicks it to George. The 3 is up. Nails it from 3. George has got 6 points.
Well, Paul George is a big-time scorer, and it matters not where he is, but you give him a corner 3, he'll take it.
Here's Adams, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for 1 more. And the free throw, no good.
What I love about Steven Adams is he approaches the game with a level of physicality that sets a tone for his team. Outstanding defensively and growing offensively. Well, as soon as you recognize the size mismatch, you have to attack.
Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Westbrook against Morant. Out to Covington. Back to Westbrook. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
Yeah, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Blocked! And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Zubac. And we have to take another look at that block.
And that kind of rejection early on energizes your squad. The coaching staff just loves this kind of hustle.
Leonard against Morant. Pass to Bane. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. And Morant gets it to go on the assist by Bane. 6 points for him.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal. When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Spins. Morant, the pass to Bane. Morant against Leonard. Morant with the slam!
Come on now, guys. That's flat out insane.
Hey, when's the last time you saw a jam like that? Westbrook, the pass to Covington. Got it.
Well, Russ making the great read. Outstanding work, understanding the floor, and finding his open teammate.
Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. On the wing, Bane. Brooks outside. Over to the wing. Here's Morant. Oh, solid D from Leonard.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
This night already has the makings of an offensive war.
Well, the fans love it. Coaches may not like the lack of defense, but boy, the rules promote scoring, no doubt.
Going dunk for dunk. It's an aerial display.
Hey, and we may get another one this next trip up the floor. Paul George, he's feeling it tonight. He's been the driving force for Los Angeles. He made a big... And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Clippers guys.
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Even Zubac's out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. Morant against Leonard. Morant, pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. He buries it from 3. Morant's got 13.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
For 3, George. Adams grabs the miss. Memphis leading. Brooks outside. Pass to Adams. Outside for Morant. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. It's going to go on Paul George.
What determination from Morant in the paint, getting his shot off despite being fouled.
And you listen to the great defenders. They talk about disrupting the rhythm of a score. Doris, how do they accomplish that?
I think it can occur, Brian, in any number of ways. The first thought you have, obviously, is being physical, obviously within the rules. You can try to deny touches. You can try to deny spots on the floor that players are trying to get to. It can also be psychological. Try to get under the skin of the offensive player you're contending with.
Jackson against Leonard. Covington passes to Westbrook. That one's good for 2. He's got 6.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Memphis has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. And here's Morant outside. He's got it. 6 of 10 now.
Plays with so much confidence. When Morant gets in a zone, he stays aggressive.
George outside. Pass to Leonard. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson. Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. 5 on the clock. Here's George. Here he goes. Oh, and the dunk by George.
That is Paul George, the incredible vertical and the unbelievable creativity.
Tries the spin move. Kicks it out to Jackson. And stolen by Covington. And here they come. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And it's energy like that on both ends of the floor that's got them out ahead.
Memphis calls timeout. Memphis has gone 6 of 9 from three-point range. And as Westbrook gets older, he's indicated that he's not looking to change how he plays, Grant.
And that can be a double-edged sword, B.A. You love his aggression and confidence, but you wonder how his game will hold up as his athleticism goes.
Outside Morant, 6 on the shot clock. And the foul called on Paul George. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Outside Morant. Pass to Brooks. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Morant drawing the double team. Jackson on the wing. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on Ivica Zubac.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
And so Jackson nails both of them. There's a minute 26 left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's George. The rebound by Jackson. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. Here's Morant. Drives to the hoop. Morant with the slam!
The quick feet of Morant. He's so dangerous when he's cutting to the rim.
Picked by Covington. George passes to Leonard. Stolen by Jackson. And up the court come the Grizzlies on the break. And Morant gets double teamed. Jackson finds Brooks. Three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers trail. George passes to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac. Oh, man, this has been an absolute battle in the first half.
Each team trying to establish itself. The lead just keeps going back and forth.
And stolen by Leonard. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. And finished off by Westbrook.
Always amongst the league leader in steals, Kawhi Leonard knows how to start a fast break.
Here's Morant. 19 points in the game. And he's going for the lob. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Well, simply put it in the vicinity of Steven Adams, and his great hands makes that dunk look easy.
1 second left. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
Allie, as always, thank you. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Oh, a fantastic game from Ja Morant in this one.
Yeah, he's kind of been the floor general for them tonight. A lot of assists for him.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
Getting underway in the second half. Here's the 5 for Taylor Jenkins. Xavier Tillman is out there with Brandon Clark. Then there's Tyus Jones. Then it's Luke Kennard. And it's Williams in at the 3. Timeout call, Memphis. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. Jaren Jackson comes in for Clark. And it's Bane in for Kennard. And there's a pick. Jones, the pass to Bane. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. And here we go again. The Clippers on the break. And finished off by Westbrook.
When Russell Westbrook makes a defensive play and gets in the open floor, look out, he will finish the play.
Jones from outside. That shot is off. And Los Angeles the other way now.
Well, when you consider if you're trying to guard Norman Powell, the first thing you have to worry about that quick first step. And he uses that first step with a combination of aggression and acceleration. Boy, he can get by you in a hurry. Always a bonus when points come from unlikely sources. And you can see this guy's been working on that shot.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
Highland, he's checked in for Westbrook. Bane with it, guarded now by Morris. Here's Tillman. Oh, no good again that time. And you talk about Powell's athleticism. Doris, he is fearless on his drives to the bucket.
I don't want to meet him at the cup, BA, because he could put you on a poster fast. And on the other end of the floor, he's got the wingspan and athleticism to make any assignment something he is capable of handling.
The kick out to Williams. Jackson outside. And a bit of a battle for the ball. And the officials signal a jump ball here. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Powell finds Morris. Now here's Plumlee. Pass to Gordon. Plumlee a screen. 5 to shoot. Oh, deflected. Stolen by Jackson. On the break. The 3 from Bane. It's rebounded by Morris.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Powell passes to Morris. The Grizzlies pull it in. Williams from long range. Plumlee pulls down the board. And it's the Clippers ball. They've got a 10-0 run going. Powell for 3. Oh, it's blocked by Jackson.
The attention to detail on defense. Jackson reads shooters well and knows when to go for blocks.
Clark is checked in for Memphis. Kennard comes in for Bane. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Clark.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
And Clark with a block. Now Jones. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. From downtown. And Kennard with the 3.
Well, guys who are known as shooters are always ready on the catch. Luke Kennard, rising fire.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Highland. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And the Clippers lead by 12. For Memphis, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Outside Jones. Clark outside. Kennard outside. Pass to Jones. Shot clock at 6. Kennard against Gordon. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. A line change here for Memphis.
Substitution on the court.
On offense, here are the Clippers. They're on a 12-3 run. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. Puts it up from 12. Here's Plumlee. Morris for 3. On target from range.
Well, this is why Mr. Morris is out there. The ability to drain the shot from long distance and spread the floor.
Oh, hey! How about that?
Oh, I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Highland. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the... And coach doesn't like the call at all. He's opting to use his challenge. He wants the officials to look at the replay.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these personal foul calls still disputed.
The previous play is under review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
And the Clippers will go for a different look here. Zubac, he's checked in for Plumlee. Covington comes in for Morris. Leonard's checked in for Powell. And it's George in for Gordon. And he makes both free throws. The Grizzlies have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. Outside Bain. And we're going to have a jump ball.
It'll be a jump ball.
Here's Leonard. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
It was going back and forth for a bit, but now they're certainly looking like the better team.
And it's Morant off the drive. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
And the basket by Highland.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Morant, the pass to Bain. Back to Morant. Let's go with a 3. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. The Clippers on top. They lead by 14. And then now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Robert Covington is out there with Ivica Zubac. And it's Westbrook in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. From deep, Bain. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Zubac has got 4 rebounds now. Westbrook outside. And George with the jam.
Well, this is a problem for the defense right now because you've allowed Paul George to get comfortable. And when he's comfortable, he's unguardable.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line, a chance at a 3-point play. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
Well, you love their unselfish play. Keeping that ball moving, good shot to great. That's winning basketball.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
Westbrook outside. Pass to Zubac. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
No coverage that time. Morant's got 5 points now this quarter.
The scoring is coming easy for him. Got to keep the ball in his hands.
From the arc. Drops in the 3.
A phase of his game that Ja's worked hard on. Morant's jumper becoming more and more reliable.
It's George on the wing. Brooks defending. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Oh, Westbrook with a block. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Zubac. Back to Westbrook. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. It's stolen by Leonard. George left side. Now Leonard, hounded by Morant. And there's Leonard on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists now in this one.
Well, once he's in the painted area, you can see the level of aggression goes up for Kawhi Leonard.
Man, the defender really went after him.
The free throw drops for Morant.
Shooting for Memphis.
And Morant drops them both. Here's George. And stolen by Morant. Jackson, the pass to Bane. 3-pointer. The putback. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. And here's Westbrook. Pass to Covington. And the jam by Covington.
Get up, Mr. Covington. That is a very quick riser.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. And here's Morant outside. Connects from downtown. Morant's got 39.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
Here's George. Now here's Covington. Shot clock at 5. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the 4th quarter. The 3 from Bane. The shot no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Earlier in the game, they led by 19. Leonard with the ball. He's picked up by Bane. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Covington passes to Leonard. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Oh, he got hacked on the 3-pointer, and he'll head to the line. Jaren Jackson picks one up.
Well, you look at Kawhi's career, one of the first things he did was work on his consistency from the free throw line. Why? Because he's excellent at drawing contact.
And he nails the 3rd. The Grizzlies have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter.
And they were really able to find the mismatches they wanted and exploit those all night. Great execution from the players and coaching staff for the Clippers.
You love how they push the ball at every opportunity.
Yeah, they really dictated the pace, and it really paid off.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Russell Westbrook.
Well, unselfish basketball. His ability to create for others has been the story of this game.
And the shot is good by Westbrook.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Morant, the pass to Adams. Now here's Brooks. Beyond the arc. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
They're really employing a deep range initiative here in the 4th, and it's working.
It feels like they have worked their perimeter game to perfection, swinging the ball, cashing in from the outside. What a performance.
George with it. So it's the Clippers winning this one easily. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the